Guys, it's it finally dropped. What I'm referring to is the Pitstop update. Well, the second one for Friday Night Funkin', the base game. All I want to say was it was completely fire. I really enjoyed the update and all the things that it came with it. And some of the things that it came with new animations, it came with new dev screens and new result screens and everything else. But most importantly, it came with new remixes. Besides those, because I'll get to those later. Besides those, I really did enjoy some of the new cutscenes that they had, some of the new dialogue and everything. And it was really just a little update just to keep more things going on for the base game and everything else. I'm not really one of those people to complain about how long the wait is and everything else. It's a video game that is still, getting updates and everything else. Of course, it's gonna take a lot of time. Sometimes we're even surprised that it takes a short amount of time to get stuff. The Funkin developers team is really taking their time with the game, but they're also pushing things out relatively fast and catching the audience every single update, which is very impressive thing to do for a game that is, quite frankly, almost 5 years old. And the game being half a decade old, I really want to share that it's been really cool seeing the things that they came up with, some of the concepts that even the modding community just came up with. It's really cool. I'd say one of my most favorite parts about the update is honestly the Stress Pico mix cutscene. I really like it. I really enjoy how the animation went. And well, most importantly, you know what they did? They fucking brought Otis!
Mrs. Puff?
Which is the coolest shit that I've honestly have seen in quite a while. It surprised me how they actually added another Pico School character into the FNF franchise, I'd say. Even though all of it is, from Newgrounds and everything, I'd say that bringing Otis was a huge surprise and honestly a huge uplift for me. Not a lot of people, I feel like, know about Otis, and Otis actually being Pico's cousin. Yes, this is canon. Otis, the random ass guy with black spiky hair that popped up on the speakers for Stress Pico, is Pico's cousin. For the people who know that, or the Pico School fans, I feel like that made them a little bit happy. It made me happy. It made one of my friends who's a huge Pico School and Newgrounds fan happy. And honestly, the other thing that I do like about it is kind of like the animation where Nene shows her love, hate, affection for Pico, and Pico's kind of rejecting it. Kind of like, ew, yuck, cooties, like that type of deal. And I like the comedic aspect of that too. I would like to compare it to one of my favorite TV shows that I used to watch back in the day, which is Chowder, and how the relationship with Chowder and Panini, where Chowder is constantly telling Panini,
Hey, num-nums. I'm not your boyfriend!
and it's kind of it reminds me of that. Honestly, I'm just gonna be ranking it 1 to 10, 1 being ass and 10 being completely peak, in my opinion. Starting out with Lit Up BF boyfriend mix. In my opinion, I really like the feel of the music and how some of the parts actually elevate. I like the slight change in Darnell's voice and where he goes. I'm sorry, I just love that. I just love that. For people who slice up voices and make new chromatics and atonals and everything from the base game content, it's gonna really add more elements into future Darnell songs that I would love to hear. Also, I would like to add in the actual song with the slide in Boyfriend's voice, and how it like fades away was just a little bit of a chef's kiss, in my opinion. A little bit of a nice ending touch to it. The song, I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10. The next song, now, the beatboxing, man. Oh my fucking god. The beatboxing is unironically the part that surprised me, but it was a very nice surprise, I would like to say. The choice of the style of the music and the music direction that they were going with was also pretty cool. I just, honestly, there's no other words for this. I rate this 9 out of 10, bro. I just had to. Now, the week 6 remixes so far for Pico mix, I would say both of them are around 7.5 range. The elements I did like were honestly the dialogue. It was pretty all right.
All right.
Now, Stress Pico mix, I talked about how I love the cutscene of this song and everything else. If you would have told me back in 2022 that Stress was going to be even more of a better song in the next few years, and they added Pico, like a Pico version of the song, I wouldn't necessarily believe you, and I would call you stupid. I was really mistaken. I wasn't even aware of your game. I'm gonna be totally honest. I completely apologize. This song was handcrafted by God himself. This song was honestly one of the better songs in this whole entire update, in my opinion. This song is 10 out of 10. Darnell, right. I'm not gonna lie, this shit made me giggle. Whose idea was it to fuck around in the MIDI keyboard, bro? Making this hot garbage! Not even 2021 Miss EJ would have made some shit like this, bro. Who made this, bro? Who made this burger, man? Who made this burger? All jokes aside, I highly enjoyed the song and all the elements to it. I love how it pokes fun at the people who completely compare and complain the base game remixes to other remixes in the mining community and everything else.
What kind of remix was that? It was just noise.
I feel like this song shows the friendship between Darnell and Pico in like a very goofy way, but I really enjoyed it. I really did. It kind of paints a picture and makes me reflect on some of my friendships and how they are. It is very... This song is 10 out of 10. To lose patience is to lose the battle. Overall, I honestly enjoyed this update and think it was worth the wait. Considering the fact that it was low-key the shortest wait that we had in a while comparing to Pitstop 1, where we were waiting for years for an update. And Pitstop 2 was really just progressively adding more content for us to enjoy. And I feel like that is all I could really ask for. Game development takes a shit ton of time and a shit ton of testing to do and everything to avoid, in my opinion, one of the worst outcomes when it comes to game development, which is a unoptimized, laggy, and dysfunctional game. With having high hopes for the future updates for Friday Night Funkin', it has been fun playing the game, and it's honestly been fun sharing my experience with y'all. This is the end of the video. I really appreciate you guys taking your time to watch the video. I've been really trying to get videos out as much as I could, and will continue to. I'm currently working on another video as we speak, so all I can really say is stay tuned.